Hello, today I'm going to be reacting to the trailer or teaser for Puss in Boots 2. So yeah, um, I did, I saw the first Puss in Boots. I'll be honest, when it first came out, I wasn't a huge fan of the first Puss in Boots. I kind of felt like there was way too much backstory in there. Not saying that the backstory itself, but it felt like the backstory was kind of like, just thrown in there in the middle. It wasn't like, it didn't like help with the build up. And so it just, when it came out, I didn't really feel it that much. But then, I rewatched it recently, last year. And I still don't know how I feel about it, but there's a second Puss in Boots coming out now, and I'm interested to check it out. Just because I like DreamWorks animation and want to see what they're gonna do next. I did see like a thumbnail for Puss in Boots and his eyes wide, and it kind of looked. The graphics look different. It's hard to say whether for better or for worse just from the preview, but it didn't look like it was. Not saying that they can't improve animation. It didn't look right as far as my understanding of Puss in Boots goes. So we'll just have to see how this actually looks in the actual preview. It's been a while since the last Puss in Boots. I did know this was coming though, so I'm not too surprised. Because I've seen that they officially announced it last year. And that did take me a little bit by surprise. It's like, oh, they're actually going forward with this. I thought they had it was one of those things that they're like, oh, we're going to do it. And then they're like, blah, 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 blah. Just keep delaying it until they forget about it. But they got it back on schedule. So, yeah. We'll just see how this goes. And here is a ad from our sponsor. That's not really our sponsor because it's just on the preview.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Grilled chicken, crunchy bacon, covered in creamy buffalo sauce. Now that is an expression.
Change
No,
the way
it's
you
not.
pizza.
Okay.
I am known
Okay.
by many
Okay, so the graphics don't look that weird. Okay, the milk looks weird in that.
The legend whisperer.
Okay, so he's
I am
looking.
Puss in Boots.
His eyes just look weird a little bit.
Done to me. And the rest of you play double time. Hey, Giant!
Okay, I'm confused. Is this like his dream or something?
Hey, you want to see something cool?
Because the graphics look very stylized in this.
You've been great. Get home safely. Good night. You're still here? Okay. One more number. I call this one The Legend Will Never Die. I have bad news. You died.
He died.
Doctor.
Relax.
I am Puss in Boots. I have 9 lives.
9 lives.
Times have you died already? I am not
9.
really a math guy. Hola, señorita. Do you like gazpacho? Does this have
1.
shellfish in it? I can't always
Okay, he's
land
died.
on his feet. What?
Yeah.
And then there was the giant today. So what is that, like a 4? That makes 8, Puss.
You have 1 left.
With your last life.
When you only have one
Oh,
life,
there's.
that's what makes it special.
Drive, perro! Fear me if you dare.
Fear me. Yeah, he said
The
that.
3 Bears Crime family.
You're supposed to be dead. It never
Hold on,
fails.
nice.
Whenever I team up with you, things go wrong.
Trust me.
You gotta trust him. Look at those eyes. You call that cute?
Oh.
And with the paws, it's
They're both doing it.
so cute. Am I doing it? Stop. You're gonna give yourself a hernia.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of conflicted. So I mean, I get the whole thing that I kind of am interested in the whole like Nine Live thing, and it's like I just feel like you know I get that studios want to be more stylized now, but like I feel like stylizing, like, and I couldn't tell so much later on in the preview. Maybe that was just like a prequel thing, but I feel like the whole thing about like stylization is to make a film feel very stylized, or like it makes sense with films like The Bad Guys or the Peanuts movie, or just a lot of these films, Mitchell's versus Machines. But I feel like they're kind of just throwing it left and right here, just like throwing it in, and and it just doesn't feel like it like matches. It feels like it doesn't feel like it's in continuity with the other films, and I don't know, I just feel like they're trying too hard to stylize everything, and I don't know if it's because I can't say stylization is necessarily the problem in and of itself. I just think that they're trying too hard, and maybe you know it could use possibly a little bit more of the you know I don't see anything wrong with using a more realistic approach like they used to do, because if you stylize too many things, it just comes off looking cheap in a way. Like they're just trying to underdo the budget, and it just doesn't really work with this one as much as it does with other films. So I'm not quite sure why they did that. The idea of the 9 lives seems interesting. Maybe, and it's nice to see Kitty Softpaws back and doing that cute face. But I just feel like it's an unnecessary usage of stylization, because I feel like like a lot of the animated movies we like, and I'm not saying style. I just feel like I just want to feel like I'm watching an animated movie that is like I don't want to feel like every animated movie I watch from here on out has to be stylized and kind of look lower budget in a way. It works for some films, but I don't think it works for every film. And given that Puss in Boots this is a sequel to Puss in Boots, it's not really consistent with the style of the previous Puss in Boots film or the previous Shrek films, and those films got along just fine without having to be extremely stylized. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see when it gets closer, but yeah, sorry if my response is a little bit less positive than you would have hoped, but yeah. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Bye.